And the only difference between this and the last lesson is we have x over a instead of a times x. How do you get a out of the denominator when it's under the variable? You do what, Richardo? When a is on the bottom, what do? Multiply. Yeah, multiply it by a, right. Now, the first step, guys, is going to be exactly the same. We've got to either add or subtract whatever that number is. Okay? First example. We'll do, let's see, t. We use t a lot in physics for time. T over 8 plus 4 equals 2.
So that's a question you're just coming up with this off the top of your head, or you're reading some of the questions?
Well, this right here is easy because it doesn't even really matter what those numbers are. It'll work out. Some of them, they won't. Like, it'll turn to a fraction, which is fine. If it's a fraction, it's a fraction. So step 1 is going to be the same. We're going to get rid of the constant on the variable side, which would be what? 4. So we're going to subtract it, which is the opposite of add. Okay, so we get -2 on the right, which is fine. And again, the reason we're allowed to do that is because of the subtractive property of equality. If you subtract the same number from both sides, they stay the same. Yes. So you get t over 8 equals -2. And now what would you do? Okay, yeah, so make sure you write that step down. Multiply both sides by the variable denominator. In other words, the number that's on the bottom. In this case, it's 8, so we're going to multiply both sides by 8. Okay, so those do cancel, and we're left with t. Perfect. That's why it's called two-step equation. Add or subtract, and then multiply. Yeah, but it's called a two-step. Okay. And then you could plug that back in, right? If you plug in -16 here, you get -16 over 8, which is -2. -2 plus 4 does equal 2. Next example. I like fractions. This is going to be totally random, guys. 1/3 equals 2/5 plus 5 over 6 y. Good times, huh? Oh, whoops, that's not the same form. Sorry. We'll do y over 6.
Did you ask why?
Yeah, I forgot to ask why. Yeah, y didn't give me permission to put that coefficient there. I had to put it down below. Okay. Anyways, what's the first thing you're going to do? Somebody tell me.
Subtract the 2/5.
Yes, subtract 2/5 because it's the constant on the variable side. Well, let's just go ahead and rewrite that. So that's 1/3 minus 2/5 equals, that cancels on that side. And we're just going to have y over 6, which we'll deal with in a second. But first, we have to combine 1/3 minus 2/5. So what you're going to do is find a common denominator, which means you're going to multiply the left fraction by 5 over 5 and the right fraction by 3 over 3. Okay, good. So it's 5/15 minus 6/15. 2 times 3 is 6 on the top. Okay? Now, what is 5/15 minus 6/15? -1 over 15 equals y over 6. Okay, that's actually just step 1. Now we're going to multiply both sides by the variable denominator. Yeah, the variable denominator is 6, so we're going to multiply both sides by 6. Yeah, that's right. So the 6's cancel. We get y on the right side. What's 6 times -1 over 15? You guys like to do this. You put this under 1, right? So it becomes what? Good, -6 over 15. Now, that's not the final answer. Why?
Because it can be...
Good. Divide it by what?
3.
Good. -2 over 5. All right, one more. Let's do a bunch of negatives. Let's do -4 minus z over 3 is equal to, we haven't done 0 in a while. All right, so what's the first thing you're going to do? Add the constant on the variable side, which is 4 to both sides. Now, again, this negative carries down, so it's going to be negative z over 3. This is the only thing that cancels. Then you'll have a 4 on this side. Okay? Now, here's where things are a little bit more complicated, because there is a negative on the left-hand side. So what do you think you're going to multiply both sides by? -3. Yeah. That way it gets rid of the negative, okay? And it cancels the 3 on the bottom. Like that. It gets rid of that as well. Let's see if we can do it in 1/. No, it's not going to cover it. Here, gets rid of that like that. Okay. So we get z equals, what is the right? What does the right-hand side become? -12. That's it. All right.